What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, DBU Tug, and welcome you to another exciting Mortal Kombat video. Today we'll be playing the beta, and depending when this video goes up, the beta might already be over. But without further ado, click that like button, click that subscribe, share the video with your friends so that you never miss the latest and greatest Mortal Kombat videos, and play my intro. I have been waiting to play this beta for so long, and it has been ecstatic, and I've been hyped. And I'm playing with my girl Lee May, who hasn't been in a Mortal Kombat game since Armageddon. That's been a long time. That's what, 2007? That's been a very, very long time. Some people may not even have been born yet at that time, who probably are new to the Mortal Kombat series. But Lee May is an OG character. She is from the 3D era, and I'm excited to be playing with her again. She is, look at her design. I love it. She is a great design. You could definitely tell they took whoever they used for face modeling for Mortal Kombat X and called her back in so they can use her again. And they called I think it's the same voice actress. I'm not too sure if that's the same Mortal Kombat X Lee May voice actress they used. It could be a different one for all I know. But I'm just excited and happy that they finally brought her back. Lee May is one of the coolest characters that had so much potential, but they didn't push her enough in the old series. But I'm glad that she's back. I hope that her story is cool, and I'm kind of hoping in the story they give her a little more of her treacherous side back. As in Mortal Kombat Deception, if you do her arcade ladder ending and she beats Onaga, she instead betrays everyone and joins Onaga's side so that he can win, and that he makes her his immortal queen. So kudos to her for at least not seeing race there, but also for she like her dialogue even says she knew who the winning side was, so she joined Onaga. So in a sense, Lee May, the Lee May from there and Lee May from this could be very different from each other. Lee May from Deception, Deadly Alliance, and Armageddon might be very different from Lee May from this new era. As she is basically the female Liu Kang in terms of fighting style, but like in terms of, I guess, personality, you know, she is her own character. She is very interesting. She is obviously on the side of good when you see her at the end of Armageddon when they're going to the tower to fight. But that doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to be all good in this. For all we know, in the new story that we're going to get for this game, she's going to kill some people that Liu Kang is going to probably judge and be like, no, why, or something. She just, I don't know. It could be very interesting. She could just be a straight good character and not be an anti-hero or a villain. She just straight could be just a whole like hero in this whole game. But look at Frost's design too in this game. I didn't focus on my girl Frost. She is definitely my boo too. Frost has a great design. Obviously, what they did was just grab the costume that they made for her in MK11, slapped it on this model. I don't know if they used a different face model, if it's the same model, but clearly it's been high-resed up more, so it might just be the MK11 model. But it looks good, because I didn't really like the standard Frost's design as a cyborg. Look, when it comes to cyborg ninjas, I expect cyborg ninjas. She was just a cyborg to be a cyborg. She was Kronika's cyborg, but not a cyborg ninja. I mean, I don't know, maybe there's other people who really liked her design. I didn't. It just really looked like she was just in a lot of armor. Obviously when she did her moves, it was cybernetic moves, but I wasn't a big fan of it. But now that they've given her a classic design, I'm fine with it. As long as she's in the game in some shape or form, I'm okay with it, even if she's just a cameo and not an actual character. But it makes sense because, you know, this is an origin story, so Frost is probably not born yet around this timeline. If you look at like MKX's comics, she's about roughly the same age, or she's a kid in this time, because Cassie and her were about the same age. They were both in their early 20s. But enough about Frost and how amazing she is. Lee May is where we're at. Lee May's combo set here is really interesting. Interesting how I have to use the lanterns as a way to continue the flow of her combos. Because you obviously damage them once you hit them into it. I like the little Chinese, like, dragon-esque dog that they're using. I'm just gonna call it Arcanine because I know Arcanine was based off that, so I'm just gonna say you're using our Arcanine against him. I'm also gonna try not to do fatalities. I'm gonna be probably saying this a lot in the video, so people are like, why aren't you doing fatalities? I would have to keep editing them out, and it's kind of a hassle and I have to keep doing it, because if I just put in with the fatalities, these videos won't do as good, and then YouTube will quickly make it where no one can see them. I've noticed it with a lot of my old MK videos where I didn't go out of my way to edit out the fatal blows, the fatalities. I just went all in, and they wouldn't do very well on my channel, and my channel's already small as it is, and for a long time I think that also affected my standing on YouTube where no one was really seeing my channel. So I'm still gonna make combat videos, just gonna heavy edit them, especially in the gory moments. If there's a lot of gory moments in the story, unfortunately I'm either gonna have to fully cut them out or edit the hell out of them where it doesn't look too bad and YouTube doesn't notice it. And I'm pretty sure a lot of YouTubers have been doing it. Underdogs, Super, even Uncaged Games, and what's his name, Dynasty, Brisket Poet. A lot of them have been needing to do that, and it sucks that we've been needing to do that. Because I love Mortal Kombat. I want everyone to enjoy the cool, gory bloodiness of this game. But now you guys get to see ketchup and ravioli sauce. That's what it is in this game now, ravioli sauce. Because there is no blood, it's ravioli sauce. Yes. But man, I just love Li Mei's moveset in this. I think so far from like the little test that I did all around, depending on who I upload first, who I show off first in my recordings, Li Mei is the first one I mess around with. But I did play with Li Mei a little bit at my friend's house because we were super excited about playing the beta. So I did record this the day of the beta that it came out, and playing this. It is a good beta, and I liked Li Mei for the like couple minutes that I played because we just went all around just messing around on the tower, trying out different characters. Li Mei was the most interesting. So was Liu Kang. Katana was not as good to me as she was in 11, but once I get the hang of all these characters, you know, it'll be the characters I'll probably end up using. But Li Mei is probably the number one I'm probably gonna be messing around with. Sub-Zero too, just because I've been a Sub-Zero main for so long, and I just think if it's not broken, don't fix it, and just use what you know. Sub-Zero is just like, I think I have like 60 hours with Sub-Zero and MK11, which, like, in ranked, I think I have maybe 2 hours with him offline, and then I don't know, maybe like 40 hours with him in online, in which was all ranked. I mean, I hated that you had to play ranked matches to get costumes, but it was also an incentive to play ranked matches and get good at the game. Because obviously once you get to higher tiers, if you lose to someone who's a lower tier than you, you lose points, and that sets you back, and it sucked! But there was also some costumes I just didn't care to work for. The one I think I worked the hardest one during MK11's like league plays were the bug one with Deborah, where I think I got almost everyone. I think I missed one character's costume, but I got the dailies done. So I got like Bug Rocka, Bug Scarlet. I think maybe I'm missing the other two, but and I also got Bug Kotalkon, which was cool too. I keep missing, and it's just because I don't check it as much. I wanted to get the Quan Chi skins for Kano. I think there was one for Noob and a couple of other characters, but I wanted to get their like Quan Chi skins. Oh, Baraka was one of them. I don't know. I just really want to work and try to get them because it was cool. It's cool. It's kind of like if you look at Baraka's skin with Quan Chi's like tattoos glowing on him, he kind of looks like if Quan Chi did what Shao Kahn did at the end of Cyber Sub-Zero's ladder ending in Mortal Kombat 9, where he took over Cyber Sub-Zero's body with the soul and he became the Shredder. Well, this one was like Baraka became Quan Chi with Tarkatan like traits. And it'll be interesting if we're gonna see any other Tarkhan-esque characters or get Tarkotified or whatever it's called. Tarkov, I think is what they called it. I'm wondering if we're gonna get any new because it's a disease. So I'm wondering if we're gonna get any new Tarkatan characters, or we can make a hybrid of certain other characters. So it'll be like it'll be interesting if we're gonna get more of that. I know people are trying to say that the Kombat Pack 2 has leaked, but I doubt that, because I doubt they're even working on Kombat Pack 2. Wow, I can't talk now. Kombat Pack 2. Pretty sure they're focusing on getting this game to be solid and running great and having a good launch week. And then obviously the Kombat Pack 1 characters are probably gonna. They probably only had those CG models ready. They're probably still working on them, smoothing them out and making them as playable as possible, and making the coding work for the game. Which I'm sure they got the coding going, but like making it work, making them balanced enough to be playable, making them all fun and everything, and obviously getting all. I'm sure they already got all the dialogue done for each one of them, but they always add new dialogue to it. Like, I'm sure they're trying to make unique dialogue with Homelander and Omni-Man. I'm excited to see what Omni-Man and Homelander say to each other. They'll probably use some of the death battle stuff from that they did and add to it. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. But I'm also really excited to see it. I'm even excited to see what Homelander says to Peacemaker. Like, that'll be a funny one. As I think they would kind of get along in a sense. But at the same time, I feel like Homelander would get irritated by Peacemaker. So it'll be an interesting one. I'm talking about all this stuff that could be happening, all these things that are going on, but we need to focus on my main boo, Lee May, because she is great. Her design is great. I love the leather, like leather with actual fabric costume that they're doing with her. Like her vest, the top piece, you can tell it's leather, so it's probably a protective layer, while under it you can see it's regular clothing. Her pants are obviously regular silk clothing, and leather boots and all that. The only like real piece of armor you see on her are the gauntlets that she's wearing on her wrists, which I don't know if that's like to help her use her magic, or if it's more based of just protecting her arms, you know, like for defensive purposes. But yeah, no, look at Lee May is just well designed in this. I like it. It's very different from the other Lee May designs we've gotten, or it was just a scantily clad bikini and a bandana, which I like the design too. I liked her armor design, that alternate that she had. I also liked her traditional, I guess, like Chinese 80s movie garb that she had in Deadly Alliance. I think she also may have had it in Deception. It's been a long time with that one. I don't remember what her alternate was in that, but I really wish that I hope she gets one of those costumes like as her alternate, like just modified a little bit. I would like to actually see her armor come back. Her armor from what do you call it? Armageddon was great. But I think we just finished the ladder, and I now gotta edit that brutality out. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Click that like button, click that subscribe button, share the video with your friends, and I'll be seeing you for some more Mortal Kombat greatness down the road. Peace, love you.